In Highland Park, people attending the 4th of July parade are apprehensively coming back to the scene of that shooting, if only to pay respects to the victims. As WDN's Mike Lowe reports, there's a new memorial to the 7 lives lost in Monday's mass shooting.
The trauma and the grief still linger here in Highland Park. And while it is common for us to try to deal with our pain by comforting and consoling each other, 2 artists traveled across the country to remind us that when dealing with loss, it's just as important to stare it in the face. "33-year-old Noah Reich and his partner, 34-year-old David Maldonado, have been traveling the country on a sort of trail of tragedy since 49 people were killed in the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando, Florida.
Honoring the victims lost in these senseless tragedies.
Most recently, they were in Buffalo, New York, and then Uvalde, Texas.
The scale of the tragedy is something that we continue to feel as artists as we just create these pieces. So whether it's creating 10 of them in Buffalo, 22 of them in Uvalde, or 7 of them here, this thing of really offering an individual space for each of these lives and to also create a space for each of their families to be able to honor them.
It was there, in a searing moment, that First Lady Dr. Jill Biden, alongside the president, was so moved seeing the young faces, she touched the photo of each victim at each altar.
Seeing their faces is more meaningful in this. You look in their eyes and are reminded that they're real people. They're not just names on a list of casualties.
An altar is a place of prayer and reflection.
I had not been here since the shooting. I was here when it happened.
It is also a space of surrender and sacrifice.
It's such a tragedy, and that we're honoring their memory. I think that's really important.
Reich says he is the grandson of Holocaust survivors and knows that Highland Park is a heavily Jewish community. Because of that, he brought stones to place on the altars, a Jewish custom that symbolizes the permanence of memory when faced with the fleetingness of life.
As a Jew, how to create a space that we can come to and also be reflected in these mourning traditions. So the tradition of putting a rock is a grieving tradition that we do as Jews to honor our loved ones and honor our loss.
The queer couple crafted the altars in Los Angeles Monday night in the hours after the shooting. They brought them to the parade route and dropped them off this morning. While steps away behind police tape, law enforcement authorities continued to search for evidence as the once mundane items like strollers and coolers continued to clutter the sidewalks, now standing as powerful symbols of a shattered community. And that's why they wanted the faces of loss at this corner, too.
It's not just a number, it is a life. And that life, that person has a family, a community that they were a part of. And so the ripple effects of these 7 people's lives no longer being here, there are families that they're a part of that are going to spend their entire lives trying to make sense of what happened on Monday.
And he says long after the shooter's name is forgotten, it is his hope that it is the victims whose names and faces we remember. Reporting in Highland Park, Mike Lowe, WGN News.